We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish.
So, you all are very, very special to us because part of the new leadership class in this country is in this room. So when Elijah Cummings and Dawn Payne and Corrine Browns and Benny Thompsons of the world have gone on into the sunset, you all will be responsible for keeping this thing going. So it's not like we will be here forever, but we're looking for replacements. You can either be that replacement or you can help find the replacement.
And most of the things that I say to you are things I need to hear. Constantly saying, how can I be better? I say, every morning I get up, every morning I look in the mirror, I say, Elijah, you were born, buddy. You were born on January 18, 1951. You were supposed to accomplish certain things. There's certain people that are going to come past your path today. You were born on that day. I know they didn't think much of you. You were probably an ugly little baby, but and they didn't know where you were going, what you were going to do. But brother, you were born for a moment. You were born to touch some people at some point in your life, and you have to be prepared to do it.
I am assuming that because you are here, that you feel like some part of your purpose is to affect positive change through the political process.
We can go to two different schools and be the best of friends. But as soon as one of us becomes an R and the other one becomes a D, all of a sudden the blackness gets checked. I believe in the same thing, the concerns that you all have. We may see a different way of getting there. But at the end of the day, I'm very clear about who I am.
But the reality is, this really works. You go on YouTube and do a search for FlexiSpy and watch some of the videos, you will see news broadcasters demonstrating this technology live on film, eavesdropping on board meetings that are going on in their newsroom, and the people don't even know it's happening.
Framework for raising money in politics. You need a finance plan, write it. Work from the center out. Start from the inner circle, family, friends, business associates, issue-related, leaders, donors. Be active and find regular donors.
Fundraising is one of those professions, like a lot of others, that everybody thinks they can do. And they don't spend the time, they don't learn the trade, and they get really messed up because the first time you do an unsuccessful fundraiser, it'll shut you down, it'll put you out of business.
Which means that if you believe in yourself, if you care about yourself, you're concerned about yourself, you can be a trailblazer, you can be an overcomer. But you know, one of the greatest words in the world is courage. You have to have the courage to want to do something different.
How are they voting together? Can the different minority groups, blacks and Latinos, vote together here, and we can create a district that'll really perform and give us minority representation of one of the minority groups.
Now, so don't wait till you get ready to run. You know, what you need to do is that you see a picket line out there, and you sit there and it's an issue that you believe in that you can support, then you need to be out there and they need to see you on that picket line, and somebody gonna remember that you were there, and that will make a big difference.
And even then being able to just interact with people and talk to people about what's going on, starting with music, then what's going on in their communities. And then we just have similar struggles and seeing the similar struggles that we go through, throughout our communities, throughout the world. So,
and what does that tell you? That tells you that they can be moved, but that they need to be engaged. And how do you engage them? You have to go to community leaders and you have to figure out an in-language program.
All of those pieces of legislation was who do you blame for what's going on in the state? And who was directly in the targeting of who was to blame in California was people of color.
Everybody's trying to, get the next prize for great investigative reporting, and if it looks credible, if there's enough there, laws cited, and it's going to be in the press, and it's going to throw your campaign off, maybe just for a day or 2 days. But as you know, having been through this whole week, that's precious time. You can't afford to waste.
Using strategy in order to change relationship of power is highly important. Again, we talked about Einstein. The most powerful force in the universe is what? Compound interest or compound force.
The folks who are running electoral campaigns, you're going to remain silent through this section, and we're going to look to the issue campaign folks to be our focus group to debrief and provide feedback first. So if you could watch this with a critical eye in terms of what could be improved, but also what is it about these ads that you really like.
If you are going to get any real fulfillment out of life, if you are going to really make progress in life, you must find something to do for which you're not paid.
We want you all to get out and run offices, run for office yourself, help an elected official, and help build your community.
I think that as African American districts, we need to maximize our numbers.
There are probabilities in this room, and we're increasing those probabilities through the boot camp program.
And so as a result of that, I felt indebted. So I committed myself to service before I committed myself to electoral politics.
Stay involved. We didn't have boot camp when we were coming along. We didn't have the resources and the mentoring and people to really get us involved like you have.
At some point on the infinite continuum that we call time, we will all have to account for our time. At some point, we will have to explain what we did with this precious gift called life. The question will be, what did you do for the least, the last, and the lost?
Hi, I'm J.R. Robinson, and I want to be the representative for you in the 1st District of California. Those are the things that I'm willing to address. Those are the things that I'm willing to take heed, listen to your responses, and do the necessary things it is to get it done and to make sure that the 1st District prospers.
We are the us in the United States of America. Let us unite and bring back hope to the city of hope that it deserves.
You see, this is not a pageant, and there's nothing mock about this electoral college. We are the class of 2010, and 10 means complete and divine and indecent and in order.
High crimes, failing schools, a dysfunctional government faces our cities. And when I get your vote today, I want to assure you, all of you are invited to my home so we can celebrate the 1st Congressional District and investing in our future, investing in our education, and in investing in job creation and economic development.
Vote yes for Proposition 2009 because an equal voice plus an equal vote
equals democracy.
It will also free our applicant candidates from campaign obligations of fundraising and allow them more time to actually focus on public responsibilities.
This is the Johnson family. They're just one of many families in Central Coastal California that are struggling to make ends meet on a daily basis during tough economic times.
We can't not vote in a measure that undermines freedom of speech and democracy. We cannot ignore the negative statistics that require money to improve.
I decided that I would go and be a provisional judge, which is why when we had this voting process here at the boot camp, I wanted you to think about all of the things that can happen.
It's been a great day in California 1st District, hasn't it? And we're going to announce on Proposition 2009 first. There were 11 votes for yes, 30 votes for no. For the Progressive Party, there were 18 votes. Our next congressman is J.R. Robinson.
You're a winner for a lifetime if you become technically competent, spiritually mature, and learn the lessons of history.
Amina Ross.